And it's time to invite some female warriors to the cage. Allow me to introduce first, to the red corner, Jade Barker!
We can see, looking at the comments on Facebook, everyone's lots of praise for Kieran O'Brien.
A lot of praise for those pink shorts. They definitely leave an imprint on your retina. Jade Barker getting ready to enter the cage.
Jade Barker coming in with a record of 2-2. She's got a little bit more experience in the cage than her opponent tonight, Karolina. This will be Karolina's second bout.
Walking on to some Evanescence.
Good tune.
Shout out to Bryony Seeger, wishing she was 52 kilograms.
So am I right in thinking we haven't actually had a fight go the distance yet? An MMA fight?
We have not had an MMA fight go the distance yet, no.
Well, an exciting night of fights. Karolina Wojcik.
Karolina Wojcik, Reps MMA, coming in with a 1-0 record.
I like
looking
to look at
to
the
keep
fighters.
that perfect record.
I like to look at the fighters when they're in the cage. Jade just looks cool. Jade just looks ready.
She doesn't look particularly bothered.
Karolina looks loose, relaxed, enjoying the moment, walking to the cage.
Man, what a great night. Let's see if we can keep this all finishes for our MMA bouts.
Seriously, all the way through from the very first fight, the first amateur MMA fight, in fact the first Thai fight we saw. That's just been amazing quality fights. We've seen all different kinds of styles, we've seen a clash of different styles. We've seen the range of submissions, we've seen knee bars finishes tonight, rear naked chokes, we've seen tap out from strikes, we've seen knockouts to the head, we've seen knockouts to the body.
What more could you ask for? Just, I can't think of any more complete way to christen this very first Evolution of Combat event.
I can't wait to see how they top it next time.
Yeah, exactly. You join us at Evolution of Combat, coming live from the Carlton in Morecambe. Shout out to our sponsors, Kaizen Academy, Immortal Fuel, Assault Fitness, Northern Aqua, and Laura Jenny Photography.
Karolina's entering the cage. She looks confident. This is her second fight. She looks like she belongs in there.
2 fights left. Karolina versus Jade, followed by our main event, Adam Gregory versus Sigmund Hollerud.
Across the cage, her opponent, with a professional record of 1 win and 1
Karolina is absolutely terrifying.
Oh, it turns out she has 1 defeat.
The Polish assassin, Wojcik! Our referee in charge of the action, Paul Grossi.
I can feel the energy. These guys are ready to go.
I feel there's going to be blood.
Stiff jab to begin with.
Jade with the jabs. Jade taking the center up. Karolina straight off with a jab down the pipe. Leg kick. A lot of lateral movement from Karolina here.
Yeah, Karolina's got...
Jade just sitting heavy in the middle.
Karolina hasn't stopped moving. Left and right and left. She's not establishing a pattern.
Jade dives forward to go for that takedown. Karolina recovers very well. Looking to finish that double against the cage. Karolina basing very well, splaying her legs. Going for that lunge position. Makes it very hard to finish that takedown against the cage. Jade looking to wrap the leg on the outside and she gets the trip.
Oh, but Karolina bounces back up.
Straight back up. Jade is not letting go.
Still clasped. She's still got those hands clasped, which lets her get that grip, get that lift and pull.
Yeah, she needs to get her away from the cage if she wants any chance of finishing this takedown. Karolina's still twisting, turning her legs, going to that lunge position. Makes it all but impossible to finish that takedown.
What is Karolina trying to do with her arm there? She's trying to swing underneath, swim underneath.
I think Karolina's going to be looking to get an underhook there to possibly gain a bit more control of the space and possibly turn Jade into the cage. At the moment, she's just avoiding the takedown and eating those knees from Jade.
Karolina's right in front of her corner. She's listening to her corner. Her corner are giving her excellent advice right now. Telling her to reach back, get those underhooks, keep her weight against the cage.
Just unrelenting pressure from Jade here. Head control, knees to the thigh.
Jade has landed some heavy knees. Those knees were crushing.
Karolina manages to get a forearm in and push Jade away. And she's reversed the situation. Now Karolina has Jade against the cage.
Karolina taking
got
a moment.
A deep underhook there.
Keeping the constant pressure. Keeping Jade pinned against the cage. Jade looks like she's having a breather. Keeping that bicep tight.
Yeah, just that pressure from Karolina now. Her head just pushing into the chin of Jade. Karolina is, however, a bit less active. She's not. Oh, I say that she goes for an elbow.
She's got that just relentless grind, just pushing, pinning Jade up against the cage.
Still just there with that deep underhook on one side, looking to land some elbows with the other. Still not really able to build any meaningful offense. Goes high there. Nope. Oh, Jade looking for the trip.
Karolina's quick to stifle it.
Karolina just got a warning for holding the fence there.
Karolina looks like she's trying to, that's that, foot stamp.
Foot stamps.
Throwing those knees
There we
now.
go, knees to the...
She's starting to get a bit more active. She's finding that groove, keeping Jade pinned up against the cage. Jade is swimming under.
Yeah, she can't give Jade too much time.
Referee decides to break.
Nope. We have a break. And they're off again. Oh,
straight back to it.
Straight up again with that jab.
Spinning
back fist there from Jade. And Karolina once again takes her against the cage. There's the head pressure again under the chin. Very low, almost sprawled hips there from Karolina.
Karolina's excellent at that pressure against the cage.
Again, she's got that really deep underhook.
Jade looking for those trips, that judo trip.
And now
Karolina uses
Karolina
it to
potentially getting to the back here.
Potential back take. Jade back to her feet.
This has quickly turned into a dirty boxing grappling fight.
When the round started, it was Jade that was pinning Karolina up against the cage. Karolina's, I think, figured out how to reverse that position. She keeps that
needs
pressure.
the midsection from Karolina.
Lands a few knees. She's got that Muay Thai plum. She releases it. She might be dropping down now. Dropping down to attack the legs. Yeah, you see her reaching for that leg.
She's going for a high crotch there. Again, she needs to get Jade away from the cage.
She wants to take this round. She needs this takedown to really secure it.
4-foot stomps.
That's a hard one to score. I would say Jade started off with the early advantage in terms of cage control. She kept Karolina against the cage for the first couple minutes. Karolina reversed it, spent the last few minutes keeping Jade pinned against the cage. It's hard to score in terms of who had the advantage. I
think in terms of sheer control, I'd probably give that to Karolina, but Jade was definitely seemed to be more active in terms of getting things going. I mean, she kept trying to go for that throw.
Karolina
looking for trips.
Went for that beautiful spin and elbow attack as well.
I think that was Jade, actually.
Was it Jade? Jade, yeah. Force Karolina to kind of get that clinch and pin Jade against the cage.
Yeah. Remains to be seen if either of these fighters can take it to the ground.
So, if you were the fighter, what do you do differently? What do we learn from that fight? I learned that Karolina's kind of figured out the groove now, figured out how to close the distance and get Jade's back pinned against the cage.
I think there's a good chance Karolina might just be content just to keep pinning Jade and just peppering her with those light shots to the head and those knees to the midsection, as well as those foot stomps as well. I think Jade needs to avoid getting sucked into a grappling match. I think Jade's shown some really nice looking striking so far. A really dynamic spinning back fist. She wants to keep in the middle, control the center.
Again, Karolina's so dynamic. Moving non-stop. When she's striking, she's moving.
Oh!
Karolina's got some blood
and they
coming
tie
out
up.
her nose. Jade, sorry, Jade.
And Jade pins her. Excellent head kick from Jade. And now it's Jade's turn to pepper Karolina.
Jade seems to have a bit more of an active clinch when she gets Karolina pinned against the clinch.
Jade definitely seems to be much more active and looking for things when she's here.
Oh! That was a hard knee. Karolina landed a
Fantastic!
hard knee, but that then got tripped.
Oh,
Jade
looking for the back here.
Back right now.
One hook in.
She's staying on top.
Karolina straight back up, far too athletic to be held down.
Good job there by Karolina, popping up to her feet. That was close to just back position.
I'm really impressed with some of these little throws Jade keeps trying to get off.
And Karolina finds a way to get those strikes in.
Oh, knee to the head.
Hard knee to the head. Beautiful Muay Thai display here from Karolina.
That hurt her.
Again,
she did not like that.
She's hanging on to that Muay Thai clinch. She's throwing that knee hard to the head. And then this familiar pin against the cage again.
How do you deal with someone so athletic and dynamic?
Jade throwing some knees back of her own.
I think Jade was hurt with those knees to the face there. Karolina again with that deep far side underhook. Oh. I think Jade's going to be looking to try and get off another wizard throw here. And the pressure's just too much from Karolina.
Karolina just brings it. She's just breaking the spirit, you can see. Just grinds and gets to cage. She's hard to do anything else. She's throwing knees non-stop. She's stomping on your feet. When there's any distance, she's throwing those knees to the face. She's Muay Thai plumbing. She's constantly busy. She's just landed a solid punch to the face.
It's definitely becoming a war of attrition here. There's blood smeared on the face of Jade.
This is just excellent pressure fighting from Karolina.
Just using her head perfectly. Just
that kind of phone box fighting.
Crushing Jade against the cage there. Low hips. Just forming a post on the cage floor.
We've seen trips from here before from Jade. She's got those sneaky judo trips. I think Karolina might be smart to them.
Nope. Jade looking like she's trying to set up another trip here.
Karolina's using her head to push into Jade's head.
And yeah, Jade tries to get away. Karolina says no. Every time Jade tries to breathe or get anything off, Karolina just crushes her straight away. Just super hard to deal with that style.
She's just active. She's pinning her and she's stomping, she's kneeing, she's landing punches to the face, she's constantly swimming. This is a heavy grind.
Oh, Jade drops, turtles. Oh, Karolina's going for blood. She's going for the finish.
That heavy punches.
Oh, it's going to end. It's going to end. It's going to end.
And it's over.
It is over.
Karolina worked hard for that.
Karolina Wojcik is our winner. Reps MMA TKO.
That was just brutal.
So Jade just dropped to the floor there, and then as soon as she turtled, Karolina was just absolutely unforgiving with that barrage.
I love the way Karolina adapted. It started off with her pinned against the cage. She figured it out. She figured out how to get Jade's back to the cage. She took her time once she was there. She started unloading a bit more, and as the fight went on, she just turned up the heat. Just kept on landing more and more.
Excellent sportsmanship for both fighters. Karolina making sure that Jade's okay. Definitely very excited now to see some more of Karolina Wojcik.
Safety first here at Evolution of Combat.
What a fight.
Victory for our first and only Polish fighter on the card tonight.
I think Karolina advances to 2-1. Still early in her MMA career. Showed that she can adapt. Showed that she can turn up the heat when it matters. She saw Jade when Jade dropped. She didn't waste any time at all.
Yeah, I think she just smelt blood then. And just swarmed her to get the finish.
In our penultimate contest of the evening, the referee stopped the action at 4 minutes and 9 seconds of the second round. And the winner, by way of TKO in the blue corner, Karolina Wojcik.
Karolina Wojcik of Reps MMA.
Polish Assassin.
The Polish Assassin, what an apt name. Kenneth Peterson on Facebook, what an assassination. We could not agree with you more. Living up to her moniker. You join us at the end of the penultimate fight at Evolution of Combat at the Carlton in Morecambe.
You can tell both fighters got each other's respect there. They're taking the time to shake each other's hands.